I can still remember that I was with my father, with my brother and everything, sitting in the living room and watching the final. So of course I know it means much for the people in Iraq, and it really means much for my family also. So that's why I chose Iraq.
Yeah, also your family was here with you during the photo shoot before your transfer announcement. It seems like you are very much of a family person. Am I right? Or
Yeah. Of course, I love to be around the people I love the most. They've supported me the whole way. I had some difficult times during my football. I stopped 1 year when I was 19 until I was 20 years. And some difficult times when I was playing in Sweden also, and they always been there supporting me no matter what. No, because Iraq showed the most interest, and even though I was in the highest league in Sweden, I did really good my first year there, and then after 6 months, I think, I got the call up from the Iraqi national team. It was a World Cup qualification game against South Korea, I think. So in September 2021, I got my debut for the Iraqi national team, the first team. So I didn't really think twice or anything. I was just happy to get the call up, and I knew it was something big for my family, for my cousins and everything in Iraq also, and everybody supporting me. So, and I know how much it means for the people in Iraq. All they have is football, and when we play, you feel like the whole nation just becomes one, and they stop working. They do like this. The whole country just stops to watch the games. So for me, doing what I love most, and I can make so many people proud and happy, I didn't even think twice before I choose Iraq.
Yeah, also for years, you as a Iraqi national team, for obvious and clear reasons, cannot play your home games in your country. But last year, you were hosting the Arab Gulf Cup and you won the competition. How does that feel? Consider all of the things that I said before, all of the reasons that before you can't play in your home, and now you have a chance and you won the trophy for the whole country. How does this feel?
Yeah, I think it was the first time in 40 years or something that Iraq was hosting the Arab Gulf Cup, and the first time in 35 years they won it. And to be a part of that on our home ground in front of like my whole family, they came from Sweden and friends and everything, just meant so much. And I think it was like the biggest thing that ever happened to the country in so many years. So we really showed that, okay, we can hosting this kind of tournament. And then after that, we got to play our World Cup qualification games at home also. And it's a big part of that. And I can see, like, because when I first made my debut in the national team, we were playing our home games in Qatar. Comparing that to playing in Iraq is a whole different thing. We have 60-70,000 on the stadium 3 hours before the game, and everybody just waiting. So the support we feel from there is different, and on our home pitch, it's just a different atmosphere. You can't describe it.
Yeah, you are also on a good run in the World Cup qualifications. You won your group in the second round without losing any points. Is that one of your biggest maybe dreams in football, to play at the World Cup with Iraq, and maybe you feel that it is really close right now?
Yeah, of course we got the second round without any loss. We won 6 out of 6 games, so we really feel comfortable, and I think the team together with the coaches really feel that we are going on the right way. And now in the third round we got a good group with a lot of possibilities to reach the World Cup and go all the way. So for me, I can't see why we shouldn't go to the World Cup. And of course, it's the biggest dream. It's the biggest stage you can play on in football. So for me, if we reach that, that would probably be the biggest thing for me. Yeah.
also, of course, you talked about the passion of the Iraqi people for football. I must ask you about your fan base, because our fans would kill me if I not ask you about that. We already see the influence of your personal fans, of the Iraqi fans, on our social media, especially on Instagram. And tell me, it maybe started with some kind of the one moment, or maybe just kept growing through the years.
Yeah, but of course I think it's the whole national team, but always been in the national team now for 2.5 years, almost 3 years now. So for me, it started when I made my debut against South Korea. It was my first camp with the first team, and I got to start directly against South Korea away, and played really well. So after that, I just got a shock, and my just happened something on my phone, and I saw so many followers and everything. And then after that, of course, when you're in the national team and doing good, winning tournaments, winning games, scoring goals, assists, it just keeps growing all the time. So I think from I made my debut till now, it's just been growing all the time. So it's work of a couple of years, but as I said, they support you. Whatever we do, so I really appreciate their support.
Yeah, and during camps, especially before the home games for the national team, do you, as Amir and you as a whole team, do you feel that support? But I mean, in a way that maybe you can feel a little bit like a kind of the rockstar band. You know what I mean? Can you? Is it? Really the feeling from the people is that big before the games, during the I don't know maybe situations like going to the restaurant or the coffee shop or something like that?
Yes, of course. I had before one camp, I got permission from my previous club to go there a little bit before, because I needed to fix some papers in Iraq, and then I wasn't with the team. I was by my own and with my father. And yeah, we had a tough time, because everywhere I went, they stopped and they want to take pictures, they want to talk to you. So in that way, yeah, it's a little bit, I would not say annoying, but sometimes it can get too much, and you really don't have like this private life when you go there. But it's a part of being a national team player for Iraq. But when we're in the camps, I think we have a really good security and staff around the team, and the coaches also. They know when to let us do stuff, and when we want to be at the hotel. But when we're in the camp, I think all we do is just focus on winning our games and train and recover as good as possible to win our games and perform. But we don't go out so much from the hotel. We almost have everything at the hotel what we need, like coffee shops and everything. So when we're in the camp, we don't go out so much. In your first interview, you said that you hope that maybe Cracovia fans could learn something more about Iraq, and in the opposite, that the Iraqi fans could know something about Cracovia because of your transfer. So I want to ask you maybe that you could tell us something about Iraq that maybe isn't really obvious for the foreigners, for the people from another country to see it from the perspective. Yeah, of course. Iraq is a country with 40 million people, and it have gone through a lot of like big things during the history. But for me, it's now when I see it, when I go there and see it with my own eyes, it's a country that's building up again with really good economics, and like the cities are getting up to its structure again. And you can see that more and more people from outside are visiting Iraq because they hear about it. And for me, it's really nice to see the process that the country have made from many perspectives, from like being on the low to get their economics back again, to start to getting to build up the country. So for me, it's if anyone have the chance to go to Iraq and watch a game and just going around and tourist in Iraq, I would advise them to do that because it's a country that's really nice. It goes both ways because a lot of Iraqi people don't know about the Polish league because no Iraqi players have ever been in the Polish league, so it opened up their eyes for Poland, for Cracovia, first of all, and now they know about the club. And from the other perspective, like the fans here and people around will know more about Iraq, and it's just a thing that you can see that we can play our home games again, and the security and everything is fine. And even my friends back from Sweden, they travel to Iraq to see my World Cup qualification games, and they really love it. They just want to go back there again. So yeah, it's a nice feeling that the country